Hey guys, so today I plan to persuade you guys that marijuana should be legalized medicinally. And to start off my speech, I want to ask a question. But how can such a non-lethal plant that has a history of medicinal and industrial use be so criminalized? And does our does our country, the U.S., have a legitimate reason to maintain such a conservative stance towards cannabis usage? And as far as the scheduling goes, does marijuana deserve to be treated as a scheduled drug, which claims that marijuana doesn't have medicinal usages and poses as a substance for a high risk of abuse. And today, my speech is intended to convince those of you who haven't reconsidered your views to do so. But with regards to marijuana history, marijuana is a plant that has been used for over 3,000 years by many cultures. Of these cultures are the ancient Greeks, the Romans, and the Chinese. And that's from the source of cannabis. Keeping keeping marijuana scheduled as a scheduled drug has not shown to help reduce the usage or the exposure of the drug to children, people under 18, minors. But that is from the source drug facts. And marijuana laws, in my opinion, do need to be renewed and looked at because they're not really rational and I guess useful for dealing with the problems that we have today regarding its usage. And for me personally, medicinal marijuana's values do they are something that does have a relation to my field of study, which is biology, and I do plan to go to pharmacy school, so that's definitely something I might learn about. But today, what I want to be going over with you guys will be the need for more progressive means in dealing with cannabis usage, the drug scheduling of marijuana, consequences of legalization, and the public awareness. But basically, the U.S. is in need of a more progressive outlook on marijuana consumption, and this reasons for this being would be one has to look at the lethal dosage of marijuana for humans, which has never been determined. A source for that was Ashland, and so that right there just shows that its potential for abuse is less than something that is toxic. But but the way in which marijuana gives the effects that it does is that the THC and the cannabinoids they target our brain's own endocannabinoid receptors. That's from Ashland too. And to give you guys a little schematic view of the molecule, this is THC right here. And as far as the medicinal values go for marijuana, many patients do report that physiologically it can help with pain relief, insomnia, stimulation of appetite, decreasing stress. Psychologically, people even report benefits psychologically. Patients will say that they can relax more. It promotes a clear mindedness, and may aid with depression. And these are from the source drug facts, marijuana. And just to show you some of the uses, this is kind of like a little web thing, but this diagram right here shows the use of cannabis not just for medicinal uses, but for the uses that it has industrially, and has quite a few things, surprisingly. Um, currently in the U.S., so far we do have 18 states that have legalized marijuana on the state level. Two of those 18 have also done so for recreational usage, that being Colorado and Washington. That source is from the 18 legal marijuana states. But contradictory to this is the stance that the federal government continues to take, claiming that marijuana is still a Schedule I drug, which is contradictory to what's been shown that it has medicinal value, and it really doesn't have as high of a potential risk as like harder drugs. But marijuana illegality is irrational because of this, and again, like there hasn't been any reported overdoses with marijuana, and marijuana is a safer alternative if you compare with many prescription medications, and even if you compare it to legal recreational drugs like alcohol and tobacco. But just to give you guys a view of the 18 states, this is a map from 2013. It shows all the states that have legalized it so far. Marijuana legalization, if you compare it to things that are more important, really, like, it really shouldn't be like that big of a topic, but it is. But the war on drugs has been shown to be a huge waste of marijuana financially, and keeping marijuana as a Schedule I drug hasn't done much, really at all, to cut down on the use or the availability. And legalizing would show in substantial financial benefits, which is from the source Fairchild. But Fairchild basically says that legalizing marijuana on a national level will bring in billions and billions and billions of revenue. And just to close off my speech, people's views can be pretty skewed when it comes to marijuana legalization, but people do need to educate themselves on the aspects of cannabis, and they need to take the initiative with respect to that. And by now it should be obvious that the U.S. is needed for more progressive measures in dealing with cannabis usage. And I hope you guys, if you haven't done so already, just take the time to think this over. Thanks.